teacher made the class so interesting that even though we had all sorts of other things on our minds, we couldn't help but pay attention. She got us doing things during class instead of just sitting and listening.
How long did Jesus fast? Carl? 40 days and 40 nights.
How did Satan try to tempt Jesus the first time? Terry?
Well, naturally, Jesus was very hungry, and so Satan asked him to turn stones into bread. What was the third temptation? Jim?
Well, I believe Satan told Jesus to jump off a high building and save himself.
No, we caught you there. That was the second one.
Okay. You've heard the second temptation. What answer did Jesus give to that one? Janice?
Didn't he say you shouldn't tempt God?
How about that, Sister Lander?
That's close enough. What he actually said was, "It is written again, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God."
Rigged.
Now, what possible relation could there be between the temptations of Jesus and our own lives? Yes, Rusty?
Well, I guess Jesus must have been awful hungry after fasting all those days. And he could have easily turned the stones into bread, but he withstood the temptation and he didn't. Now, when us kids are tempted to do something wrong, we should think of the wonderful example he set for us and not do it.
That's a very good answer, Rusty. You're exactly right.
This kind of involvement completely captured us. We found ourselves actually looking forward to our Sunday school class and studying during the week so we could turn up with the right answers. I began to learn a lot about the gospel, and to my great surprise, found it extremely interesting.
I have some sad news this morning, for me at least. My husband's been transferred to manage a new store way up in Idaho. This means we're going to have to move very soon. Oh, I'm going to miss all of you terribly. But there's nothing I can do about it. The company even has a house all picked out for us to live in. So I guess we'll just have to say our goodbyes after class is over today.
Golly, Sister Lander, who will take your place?
I don't know, Sherry, but there are many capable people in the ward, and I'm sure they'll find someone to take my place, and that everything will be just fine.
The fact that Jesus chose fishermen and other humble men for his 12 has caused some scholars to comment.
Not a very good
Some
trade.
have wondered why he didn't go into the synagogues and schools and choose from the scribes and learned men. It was to the priestly group that the people looked for spiritual guidance, and yet here was this man claiming to be a prophet, choosing ordinary men out of the street, who had little or no learning in the academic sense of the word. It seemed as though he purposely went out of his way to ignore the Jewish...
This before.
Will you boys please stop whispering? You're disturbing the class.
We only want to ask a question about the lesson.
Well, what is it?
Well, I was just wondering, what has this all got to do with us? I mean, what do all these things that happened years and years ago fit in with what we do today?
Well, it's my job to try to teach you the scriptures. You've got to know how those people lived in those days and what they had to go through in order to be Christians.
Yes, but Sister Lander used to let us act out scenes which compared those days...
I can't help what Sister Lander used to do. I'm teaching the class now, and we'll do it my way, if you please. Furthermore, if you boys can't keep still and listen and try and learn something, you'll have to leave. I simply can't have you disturbing the class this way. Now, where was I? Oh, yes. The Savior met Andrew, the brother of Peter, first. And after Andrew had met Jesus, he went looking for Peter. And the two of them found some other fishermen, and they went off to the Sea of Galilee.
Was in solid, and I now felt that she had it in for me. Gone were the guessing games, the pantomimes, the friendly competition, and scorekeeping. The class would never be the same. It wasn't fun anymore, and I found myself rapidly losing interest in it. Perhaps if my father hadn't died around that time, I might have continued to attend Sunday school under parental pressure. Mother tried to keep me coming, but, With many other conflicting influences working on me, the dull Sunday school lessons didn't stand